Hello, my name is Robert McDonald and I'm the founder of Gain DAO. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the team behind Gain DAO and what makes us special. So I'm at the website, I'm scrolling all the way to the bottom and here we are, the Gain DAO team. So a team does start with me, but I'm going to save myself for last. Let's start with our fantastic CFO, Robert de Groot, first. I'm not probably pronouncing that properly, but he doesn't like it when you call him Robert de Groot. He really doesn't. So if you see him in person, don't call him Mr. Groot. Anyways, Robert de Groot is someone that joined the project and didn't just bring the financial backing and everything else, the financial mind. He brought a lot of the personality, innovation, and I would say spirit of Gain DAO. The way Gain DAO actually thinks is very heavily influenced by Robert. He's Dutch, and a lot of his Dutch ways have rubbed off on the project itself. In fact, when Gain DAO was started, when we actually had our seed round, we originally were planning on just having half the pool or half the ether we collected go to our ether pool and the rest of it used for project related expenses. But that would come at a cost of not having a full reserve on day one, and we really wanted that. And I would say Robert was one of the positive influencing factors for us to go and take the harder road of being full reserve on day one and using 100% of the seed capital to actually go directly into the ether pool on day one. So, and if you all know what happened to other projects that weren't full reserve, not going to name any names, you know why that is so critical. Hector Torres is someone I know personally for many years here locally in El Salvador. He is, I would say, it's safe to say that Torres Legal is the leading law firm in El Salvador for all things blockchain. In fact, I met Hector when I was looking for a lawyer to help me put up a network of Bitcoin ATMs in El Salvador. So yeah, he's a great fella, and you can click on his LinkedIn and see the link to his website if you have any questions or need any legal counsel in El Salvador. Mark Bouma is our CTO. He is also from the Netherlands. Mark brings a lot of passion and a wonderful personality to the team, as well as, in my opinion, the very best smart contract writer that I know. He's just fantastic. Working with Mark is something that's fun as well. He's passionate about a lot of really cool stuff, and whenever we're on a meeting, we end up talking forever. So really glad that Mark is with us to make fantastic smart contracts and make our auditors' job easier. Hunter is the spirit animal of Gain DAO. I make no mistake, Hunter is such an awesome guy. His fantastic electric personality rubs out on all of us. And he's just, I couldn't imagine Gain DAO without Hunter, in all honesty. I really, really couldn't. He is just someone that if I ever have to pick someone to be at an event to represent Gain, it's going to be Hunter. He's also giving hugs too. So if you've seen Hunter at an event, expect a hug. Amin is the very first person I called in order to build the structure for Gain DAO regarding tokenomics and everything else. He was the person I called in order to put a team together. And that's how much I respect Amin as a person. Spent time in Mexico together at various events, and all I can say is that the Gain DAO would not be what it is without Amin. Novia Serrano is my wife, so I have to be very careful what I say, but I will say that she is a marketing genius. She is the founding CMO of Ethlin, which is now Aave. So she's very, very well connected in the space. And she's fantastic. She's my wife. What can I say? Yes. Really blessed to have Noel be a part of the team as well. Elliot is our original OG person who coded the Gain token contract. Super awesome guy. Really instrumental in building a lot of the structures that went into place regarding the Gain DAO ecosystem. Fernando Boria also lives in El Salvador, and he is a quant, and he works along with me regarding building amazing trading systems. Shout out to Fernando. Luca was someone I knew through Aave, and when I was thinking if the project had something, if there was something behind this project, I first spoke with Luca and pitched him the idea. And once Luca said, "You've got something, Robert," then I proceeded. So the significance and the respect I have for Luca, very first person I called when I thought of the idea and the inspiration behind Gain. Umar, if you need someone in partnerships, let's say you're watching this and you have a project and you need treasury management services, he is your man. Umar has such a wonderful and fun personality, but at the same time, very, very professional. So happy to have him in charge of partnerships here at Gain DAO. And so if you do have a treasury and it's in need of some sustainable revenue, Gain DAO can help you out. Contact Umar. Dusan came to the project. He's a huge numbers guys, came in, helped us out a lot with our tokenomics model. And Dusan, thank you very much for your awesome contributions to the project and your continued help to make the tokenomics so cool, because they really did turn out very, very nicely. And it wouldn't have happened without Dusan. Tristan is one of the original people that helped build the white paper. So the actual structure behind Gain DAO was thank you to Tristan. He was there pushing me. I come up with an idea. He'd say, "Robert, rethink this, make it better." Always challenging me, always pushing us to be better. And Gain DAO wouldn't be what it is without Tristan. Yana was brought in, and she has so much experience, so well connected. On the calls when we were making the original white paper for Gain DAO, putting in input, whenever we needed a connection, she was there. She was the one going and making sure that we got the job done. And so Yana, big piece of Gain as well. Klaska, if you ever read a Medium article, it's probably written by Klaska, because she knows the ecosystem very, very well. And she's the one who's writing a lot of our content. So shout out to Klaska. Rodrigo is the person in charge of making sure everything gets done. So hitting deadlines, getting articles out. If we're tweeting, it's usually Rodrigo who's writing those tweets. Fantastic fella, also locally here in El Salvador. Really happy to have him as part of the Gain DAO project. And then there's me. So I don't like talking about myself too much, but I will say that I've been in algorithmic trading for years. It's my passion in the currency market specifically. It's something that I absolutely love to do. And the inspiration behind starting Gain came from two places. One is a place of a crypto enthusiast, that's someone who had Bitcoin, had Ethereum, but at the same time, I wanted more Bitcoin and more Ethereum. And I wanted a way to use the algorithmic trading strategies that I had to generate more Bitcoin and Ethereum. And that's where I had the idea to approach some of the currency brokers that I work with and ask them if it's possible to have an account denominated in Bitcoin or an account denominated in Ethereum. And, talk to every broker I could. Some of the brokers said, yes, we can, but later on. Some of the brokers said, hey, we need to talk to our regulators. But eventually, a few brokers got back to us and said, we can make this work. And the idea was to hodl your Bitcoin or Ether and have a structure to generate more of it through algorithmic trading. And so that was the passion behind Gain DAO and why I started it, why I made those phone calls 2.5 years ago from now and started building a white paper, and here we are today. Anyhow, thank you so much for hearing my perspective on the team. I've done my best to surround myself with people that are way smarter than me in a lot of different areas. And so really that's what gives Gain the strength that it has today, is the fact that I've found people that are experts in smart contracts, tokenomics, building systems, all the things that I'm not an expert in. I've found people that are. And with me, I'm a trader at heart. I absolutely love building algorithmic trading strategies, and that's mostly what I focus on, is being a very, very good pool manager for Gain. Anyhow, if you have any questions, feel free to write us in the comments, or write us at hi@gaindao.io.